and welcome to this session. Today we will talk about Coterie talk. Yes, I know you have heard me talking about Coterie talk earlier, but today I'll tell you more about Coterie talk and how it can have a great and direct impact on your speech. But before we talk about Coterie talk, let's have a listen. Listen to what? Listen to our wonderful Humatar friends having discussions on various topics. Now, please keep it in mind that our Humatar friends are excellent speakers. They know how to be respectful. They know how to listen. They also know how to speak with clarity. So these are certain nuances of speech, certain characteristics of speech that you should try and imbibe into your conversational prowess. So if you can speak like the Humatars, well, people will begin to appreciate you. People will love the way you speak. So let's see what our Humatar friends are doing. But before we listen to the Humatars talk, let's say hello to some of our participants, and then we will start the Humatar conversations. And of course, after the Humatar conversations, I'll tell you more about how Coterie talk can have a great impact on your speech. So let's say hello to some of our participants. Here we go. Our learned participants are here. All right. Pranjal, good evening. Pranjal,
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Awesome.
Okay, great, great, great. So are you
How's your health?
My
Yes,
health
sir.
is certainly better now. Thank you for your concern, my
Okay.
dear. So,
Yes, sir.
so tell me, are you practicing regularly?
Yes, sir.
Great, great to know that. Okay. Kirti, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How's your practice going, Kirti?
Sir, it's fine. I'm
Why did you
doing
have
Coterie talk and studying talks daily.
All right, but why did you have a bit of a hesitation before you said it's going fine?
Actually, I was thinking something somewhere. So that's my I replied late.
Okay, no problem. All right. Pallavi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, Pallavi. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How is your health now? Is
My
it
health,
better, sir?
my health is certainly better, my dear. Thank you so much for your concern. Now tell me, how's your practice going?
Yes, sir. It is going well. I'm
Great.
doing like all of things. I try to like doing all of things, and I'm seeing that this has doing these three things has got in me like so much improvement from before. So I think that these are I will try that I will practice these exercises daily. And if I
Wonderful.
miss someday, I try that I'll do on the weekends, like I complete the quota of the
Well,
previous.
well, Pallavi, I appreciate what you're doing. It is always a good idea to be practicing every day rather than doing things in bulk. Because if you do things in bulk,
Okay.
you actually cannot make up for the lost practice. Okay.
Yes.
So practice every day. That's how you should be approaching these lessons. All right. Moving ahead. Nitesh, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How
How are
are
you,
you?
sir?
I'm good, my dear. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. I have come home
Okay.
after around 6 months in Siliguri. Now I am in Siliguri.
Wow. Wow. Siliguri. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Um, Siliguri and New Jalpaiguri and all the places around are such
Yes, sir.
wonderful places to visit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And um, I certainly have a lot of affinity for North Bengal. It's a beautiful place, right? So great to know that you are there and you are enjoying your days in Siliguri. Good to know that. All right. Thank you for joining, Nitesh.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, right. Lekha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I am fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm doing everything good.
Everything good? Everything
Yes.
good.
Yes,
All right, all right. You
the
seem to be
the best I can.
okay, the best you can. Okay. You are not the best, but you are the bestest, right? So you're absolutely what do you call? Uh, one of the most devoted students I have seen in my English teaching career. So I know that success is guaranteed for you, and great amount of success. Someday you will be basking in glory. People will look up to you and say, look at this girl, my goodness, when she speaks English, it is so good to listen to her. And you will be a virtual celeb. Okay. No, I a virtual
Thank you,
celeb.
sir.
You will be a celeb someday.
But
But
I feel many time like when I pronounce the words, I mispronounce them
do
and
not
not able to
worry.
pronounce.
Do not worry. That is why you are shadowing, right? You are shadowing your teacher. After this, you will be shadowing Jenny ma'am. So you will be speaking very well. All your pronunciation problems will be gone. And I'm there to personally look into your speech, diction, and pronunciation. Each one of you. I'll ensure that each one of you speaks great English, and the pronunciation and diction are also of an acceptable standard. Trust me on that and relax and practice. Keep practicing. Never miss out on practice. Okay. With that said, let's see what our Humatar friends are doing today, right? So in the first Humatar video, we will be watching two friends talking about childcare, something that's very important, childcare. So before I start the video, I'll make a request. When I share the video, as always, I'll stop the video after a few seconds and ask you if the audio is available to you, if you can hear the video, if it is audible. If yes, then you should say that it's audible, right? All right. By the way, Seema has left a message for Nitesh. Great place, how lucky. Nitesh, you are indeed lucky, right? While we are braving the pollution of New Delhi, you are in the midst of pristine nature, right? Enjoying your time over there. Great. But we are happy for you. All right, going ahead. Just have to tell me whether you can hear, whether it's audible for you or not. I'm playing just a few seconds.
I'm thinking about getting a babysitter.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir. It is
All right.
audible.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I request all of you to mute your mics, please. Okay? Please mute your mics because I'm playing this video and we have two friends talking about child care. Here we go. Let's see, let's hear and see what's happening.
When I return to work.
That's a good idea.
I'll start this again.
I'm thinking about getting a babysitter when I return to work.
That's a good idea. Have you found someone you like?
Not yet. I've been talking to some of the mothers at daycare, but I'm not sure who to trust with my child.
Yes, it's definitely a big decision. Do you have any criteria in mind?
Well, I want someone responsible and loving. And, of course, I want to be able to afford them.
Those are all great things to consider. Have you asked around for recommendations?
Not yet. I'm not sure who to ask.
You could start with your parents or other relatives. They might have some good ideas for you.
That's a good idea. I'll give my parents a call and see what they think. Thanks for the help, Margaret.
By the way, I hope your child's vaccination is going well.
Yes, it is. We just have to go back for the last shot next month. I need to make sure I have that day off work. Thanks for reminding me.
You are welcome.
Okay, so two friends talk about childcare. One, quite understandably, they're working women. So one girl says that she needs some babysitter for the child, babysitter who's not just loving and caring, but also responsible, somebody who's trustworthy. And the other friend also reminds the mother to the baby, that is, that she also has to ensure that the vaccinations are done in a timely way. Vaccination is not missed. And she says, yes, thank you. I remember that. I'll get it done. So this is how people may talk when they're talking about childcare, regardless of the subject which is being discussed. You have to be respectful, you have to be clear, and you have to listen. Please listen to what the other person is saying. Very important. If you do not listen, then you cannot answer properly. I have already told you other advantages of listening. One great advantage is that you prevent yourself from doing loose talk. When you listen more and talk little, you actually don't do loose talk. You do not end up exposing yourself, right? And of course, you are also in a better position to answer the questions that are being asked of you. If somebody is saying things to you, you know what to say because you are hearing him out well. If you are hearing him or her out well, then you are in a very good position to frame a proper response. Because if you listen well, you will be able to use the words and expressions of the speaker to frame your own replies. So that is what makes you a better speaker. Okay, so let's see in the next Humatar video what's happening. In the next Humatar video, we have two friends talking about retirement plans. Retirement plans. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. There you are. Just 1 second. Give me a few seconds. I'll just share the screen with you. There you are. Okay, so here we have another video. Two friends talking about retirement plans. Let's see what they are talking about. Somebody please tell me, have you watched these videos earlier? I hope not. You haven't. You haven't, right? Somebody please respond, my dear friends.
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
great. Thank you. These are fresh videos. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go.
Hi Bob, what are your plans for retirement?
Alan, I'm not really sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life.
That's understandable. Retirement can be a big decision. Have you given any thought to how you want to spend your time?
Well, I know I don't want to just sit around and do nothing. I want to stay active and busy. But I'm not sure what that looks like yet.
There are a lot of options out there. Have you talked to anyone else about their plans?
Yes, I've talked to a few people. But everyone seems to be at a different place in their planning. I'm just not sure where to start.
Well, there's no rush. Retirement is a big decision, and it's something you should take your time with. But if you ever want to talk about it more, I'm always happy to chat.
Thanks, Alan. I appreciate that.
Okay, so two friends talk about retirement. One says that one is about to retire, of course. The other is a young man. And the young man says, what retirement, post-retirement plans do you have? And the other person says that, well, after retiring also, I want to stay active. I do not wish to get inert. I want to move around, do things, and I want to spend an active life. I want to lead an active life. And that idea is supported by the younger friend. And the younger friend also says that, well, you don't have to rush into thinking what you will do. You can take your sweet time. Take your sweet time to decide what you will be doing. And of course, if you want to discuss with me, I am always available. See the respect in these words, right? For the older friend. So this kind of respect should be there for everyone you talk to. Everyone you talk to. You must see the respectful ways in which these Humatars talk. Their succinct expressions, clear and simple words. They say things with clarity. They use simple words. The flow is lucid. They do not use bombastic words to express their feelings. They use very simple expressions, simple words, and they speak every word distinctly. There is no overlap between one word and the next word. So these are some of the tricks of speech that you must learn. Moving ahead, in the next video, we see two friends talking about professional courses. Let's see. What are they talking about? Here we go. Here we go.
Hey Catherine, what's up?
Not much. Just getting ready for my next professional development course on project management.
That sounds like it could be really beneficial.
Yes, I hope it will help me be more organized and efficient at work.
I'm sure it will. I am thinking about doing masters in data science. I think it will open up a lot of opportunities for me.
Absolutely. I think you would be great at it.
Thanks, Catherine. I'm still trying to decide which school to go to though.
Have you thought about online courses? These days, many individuals are taking online classes to improve their skills.
Yes, I've definitely considered that option. Simply said, it's a question of finding the appropriate program.
Yes, that's true. There are so many options out there now. It can be tough to choose.
I know. I'm just going to have to do some research and talk to people who have done it before.
That's a good idea. I'm sure you'll make the right decision in the end.
Okay. So two friends talking about professional courses. It is not just the clarity of speech and the respectfulness that you should note. You must also pick up some more cues from the Humatars. They're always upgrading themselves. Well, you might say that they're pieces of animation. How can they upgrade themselves? See the message their words carry. You should also constantly upgrade yourself. Do not become that lazy, inert person who does nothing. You might be in a job, you might not be in a job, you might be doing business, you might not be doing business. Maybe your business is growing well, maybe it is not growing well. No matter what your situation is, always learn new things, do new courses. Just like the English course, the spoken English communication course that you are doing. This is what you call upgrading yourself. So always learn new things. It helps you, right? So the two friends were talking about professional courses that are available in the market. And one says, well, I want to do something great. I have just finished one course on data science. I'm thinking which school to go to, which organization to visit. Which organization to join, which institution to join. And the other one says, well, you can also think of doing a professional course online. It is not necessary for you to join a live course. You can also be a part of some online course, just the way you are now a part of an online course. So these are some of the talks that these two friends exchange. It is not just their clarity, not just their respectfulness, not just the distinctness of every word that they speak to be noted. You also have to note that there are very important messages in these conversations. And the message from this conversation surely is that you should constantly be learning. Never give up on learning. Always learn new things. All right, moving ahead. In the next video, we see two of our, just a second. Okay, in the next video, we see two of our friends talking about vegan recipes. Well, you might say that I'm a vegan, probably that's why I'm talking about vegan recipes. Well, yes, maybe. Maybe there is some truth in that idea, but two friends talking about vegan recipes, okay? So let's see how the conversation proceeds. Here we go. Okay, let's see.
Hey Margaret. I wish to try out new recipes. Do you have any good ones?
Oh, definitely. I made this excellent vegan dish the other day called the soya and mushroom stroganoff. I'll give you the recipe.
Awesome, I love vegan dishes. In fact, I will go vegan very soon.
That's great. I have been a vegan for more than a decade now.
That's amazing. I admire your discipline.
Thanks. I feel so much healthier since I went vegan. It's not always easy, but it's worth it.
I can imagine. I'm excited about trying out some vegan recipes. Do you have any other good ones?
Oh, absolutely. I could name many. Asparagus curry, lentil soup, quinoa salad, and soya burgers are just a few of my favorites. I will send you the recipes for all of them.
Sounds delicious. I'll have to try them all. Thanks, Margaret.
You're welcome, Jenny. Enjoy.
Okay, so the two friends discuss vegan recipes, right? I love vegan foods. I've been a vegan for many years now, and I absolutely love vegan recipes. I'll never give up on veganism no matter what. Okay. And it makes me happier. In fact, many of the things that the other girl said are my sentiments. I feel happier and I feel healthier. And there is profound scientific research to show that veganism also can lengthen the lifespan, right? It's a very good idea. I'm not suggesting that you follow me, but I'm just talking about myself. So a bit of a bias in that conversation, maybe about veganism. I hope you'll accept that much of liberty for your teacher. All right, going ahead. So the next part is about yoga and meditation. Two friends talk about yoga and meditation. Okay, let's see how that conversation proceeds. Okay, yoga and meditation. Let's see. Let's catch up with this conversation. There we go. All right. Listen.
Hi, Bob. Have you tried yoga or meditation? They're very relaxing and can help you to focus and distress.
That sounds good. I might give them a try.
I think you'll really enjoy them.
But where do I find a trainer?
Well, there are a few options. You can go to a studio or take classes online.
Are online classes for yoga and meditation effective?
They can be if you find a good teacher.
Do you have any idea what Kundalini Yoga is?
Sure. Kundalini Yoga is an ancient Hindu practice that involves the use of mantras, meditation, and yoga asanas to awaken energy in the spine. But I wouldn't advise you Kundalini Yoga since you're a beginner. Of course, in the advanced stages of your training, you can explore more complex and challenging yogic practices.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice, Sandra.
You're welcome. Hope you enjoy your yoga and meditation practice.
All right. So Sandra and Bob have a discussion on yoga and meditation. Sandra apparently is a professional, or at least an experienced yoga practitioner, and she says how Kundalini yoga can help people, but Kundalini is not advisable in the initial stages of yoga. So they have a discussion on yoga and meditation, right? It's a wonderful thing to be meditating every day. We can talk about that some other time. Right now, let's do our own bit of conversation now. Okay? You have heard the Humatar speak, and I'm sure you enjoyed some of their videos, some of the talks that they had. Now I would want some one-to-one conversations between you all. Not many, just a few, because we don't have too many students here. So the first conversation, I'll name the two people who will be conversing, right? And you'll be getting full screen. And do not speak over one another. Let one person speak, and then you give a reply based on what the person has said. And use simple expressions. Simple expressions. Okay, very simple expressions. The first conversation will be between Seema and Lekha. Seema and Lekha. And the conversation will be about the falling standards of diet in the society. There's a lot of fast foods available. Children don't want to eat vegetables. The food market also does not have very good foodstuffs available for us. There are things that are supposed to be pesticide laden. So you talk about the falling standards of diet. The topic of your conversation is falling standards of diet. Roughly, the two of you will speak for about 2.5, 3 minutes. And I'm giving you full screen to both of you. Lekha is going to start the conversation and Seema will be replying. And of course, thereafter, you can take it on yourself. It's not necessary that Lekha only will be asking the questions and Seema will be replying. Anybody can ask questions. Anybody can respond. And it's not necessary that questions are asked. Just a statement can be made and the response to that statement can come thereafter. So today, we are not going to see Humatars in operation alone. Humatars have already performed their duties. Today, we'll have real human beings talking, right? So the two people talking today would be Lekha and Seema. Lekha to start the conversation, please. And here you go, Lekha. You keep the topic in mind. The topic is falling standards of diet in the society. Lekha, can you say hello to me? Lekha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am ready.
Go ahead. Start.
Hello, Seema. Hello,
Hi.
Seema ji.
Hi.
So, what do you think about the falling standard of today's diet, today's lifestyle?
Yes, I am seeing that in current scenario, we can see very clearly that we and our children and the current generation are going towards the fast food, and they think like that these food are so healthy, and actually I think they don't think like that, but they like the taste they have, and they by eating these fast food, they shown that they are modern, I think so. And because our when by our food habits and by our appearance or uh, our garments we used to wear, and I think the many people in current times are going towards the show themselves in a modern sense, and they just take the modernity in a very superficial way. Actually, by views, they are not in a modern times. They are just following the superficial things or the outer things or the physical things, we can say. And it's not about the modernization only, it's all about our, like sir said, that there are so many things, then like maximum use of pesticides and and many other things, and the environment we live in, there are so much pollution. The water we are giving, we are giving to our crops. There are so many reasons behind it actually, that we can see.
Yes, you said the right things. But like we can do many things to improve it. Like we can start to eat healthy foods, like include fruits and salad. We can make sattvic food in our daily lifestyle. We can try new sattvic recipes and making interesting salads and tasty ones, and try many things like beetroot raita and sattvic rotis which are made of chapati and vegetables. So they can help us in eating more healthier food. And in the morning we can just have a vegetable juice that can detoxify our body, and try to avoid those fast foods.
Yes, Lekha, you are very, you are saying absolutely right that we can change our habits by using different kind of new recipes in salad form or a juice form, or many other ways we can do. Like if I'm
Okay, that should do. Give them a huge
thank you,
round of
sir.
applause, please, to Lekha and Seema. You can write down your messages of appreciation. I'll say both the good things and not so good things about the conversation. Uh, the good things about the conversation was both the communicators listened to each other well, right? They listened to each other well. And when one was speaking, the other was silent. Your messages are not yet coming. What do I read? Please send your messages. How you like the conversation. Okay. But the negative side was, I believe too much of talking was done. The talking has to be compact. Make it as short as possible. But all said and done, a brilliant performance by both of you. A brilliant performance by both of you. And let's see how your friends are appreciating you. All right. So, Pallavi writes, very nice, both of you. Indeed. Agree with you, Pallavi. Nitesh says, nicely spoken, both of you. Indeed, nicely spoken. And Sneha writes, good try. Yes, sir said right, because Sneha also feels that probably the talk should have been a little shorter, because this is not a speech, this is conversation. And please keep in mind that when you do Coterie talk, I did tell you in the beginning that I'll say a few additional things about Coterie talk today. Coterie talk is not about making speeches. Keep this in mind. Coterie talk is a discussion going around. The Coterie talk has to be like a discussion. It doesn't have to be like a series of speeches. For example, Shivam makes a speech for 6 to 8 minutes. Kirti makes a speech of 6 to 8 minutes. Thereafter, Pallavi makes a speech of 6 to 8 minutes. This is not how a Coterie talk should happen. Coterie talk should be little responses, small responses coming from everybody. Everybody chipping in, and the total time of everybody's talk should be kind of equal. If not equal, close to being equal. So that is how Coterie talk should happen. And of course, if somebody has to say something lengthy, that is also allowed, but there should be substantive reasons for speaking lengthy things. If there is something that you have to say for a long time, by all means, go ahead and do it. That's a good thing. But please make sure that unnecessarily you don't speak too much. Nobody wants to listen to a blubberer, right? You ask something like, hey, Mr. Adams, what do you take for breakfast? Well, breakfast is a very important meal of the day, you see. You start out early in the morning, you have to ensure that you eat breakfast well. There's an old saying which goes like this, that the breakfast has to be done like a king. and the lunch has to be done like a rich man, and probably the dinner has to be made. Just the dinner has to be taken just the way a pauper takes dinner. So, progressively, the amount of food that you have to take must reduce. Oh, my goodness. The simple question was, did you have your breakfast, Mr. Adams? What did you have for your breakfast today, Mr. Adams? Confine yourself to what has been asked of you. Do not give us a sickening lecture. Right? Nobody is interested in a sickening lecture. Make it conversational. Every coterie talk must be conversational. And try to speak like the Humatars. Try to speak like the Humatars. The reason we keep playing Humatar videos is for you to understand that you should be speaking less, speaking to the point, listening well, and whenever you have to speak, you speak with clarity and succinctness. All right. So, Lekha says, thank you, everyone. Sanjay says, nice, both of you. Agree with Sanjay. Isha says, both performed very well. Agree with Isha too. And of course, my team says, great performance. And Seema says, got your point, sir, very well. I will definitely try to improve it. That's what makes Seema such a great student and a teacher, because Seema imbibes ideas. Kudos to you, Seema, for saying that you will try and improve. Everybody, each one of us needs to improve. All right. So the next conversation is going to be between Sanjay and Sneha. Sanjay and Sneha. And the topic for the discussion will be education system not catering to the specific requirements of the children. Okay, Sneha and Sanjay, go ahead and start the discussion. Please speak less and listen more, right? Your time starts now. Sanjay is going to start the discussion. Sneha will be making the response, and thereafter the conversation will go on. I'm giving the two of you full screen. Sanjay, can you appear on the screen and say hello to me?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes. Thank you, Sanjay. Go ahead, Sanjay. Start the conversation.
Hello, Sneha.
Hello, Sanjay. How are you?
I'm fine. What about
The-
this topic?
Yeah, what do you think about? You can share your experience. What do you think about the education system as not catering to the requirement of children's requirements? What do you think? Which kind of requirements children basically needs for their education?
Many policies are introduced by our government uh, to overcome the drawback of our education system. Uh, Therefore, it's a great beginning. Education has come a long way, and still we need to do a lot more in the coming time. Teacher must expose and reveal to the studies the pre-involved knowledge impairing process. Education is much more charming and intriguing than the temptation of distraction unnecessary.
Yes, in your perspective, you said right. And my opinion is that the basic requirement of education, everything which we are do in our life, it must be entertaining and it must be things which we enjoy rather than we are doing anything. So education system, I think, must be something which children's like, children love to do. So whenever children in a prime elementary school or a senior school or in a higher school, so I think so the system will be work according their age. In our country, in India, I think that in elementary students we push a very hard burden to the children's. like giving them lots of huge amount of course, and teacher are always doing uh, completing the course, completing the material, rather they know how the children's reach this standard or not. Every children had their specific requirements. All are not same. So the I think the course will be lesser, not the rush course. Like in our days, we do tables in third standard and fourth standard, but now I can see the in a second standard children do tables like 5 or 8, like this. In second standard they know about table of 10, so it should be like easy. Children enjoy the system.
Okay, that
In
should do. That should do. Please give them a round of applause. Don't be stingy. Come on. Claps for them. Positive points. At least it started out as a conversation. Thereafter, somehow I feel that the conversation made way for speeches. No, that's not how a conversation should happen. Sanjay, please shirk all your fears when you are speaking. You are a champion, let me tell you that. Please realize that you are a champion. Okay. Just the way Bajrangbali forgot how powerful he is, I think I'll have to jerk you and make you understand how powerful you are. Sanjay, you are a champion. Do not nurture any fears. Speak confidently. Speak confidently. You make mistakes, no problem. You are here to make mistakes, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next time I expect a better performance from you, Sanjay. Although the performance
sir.
today's performance was also good. Sneha, good performance, but I must say that you need to bring in more coherence in your speech. If you remember, I did tell you, and if you don't remember, let me tell you this again and remind you, you are not just supposed to be listening to the person speaking to you. You are also supposed to be listening to what you are saying. When you listen to yourself carefully, you do not make loose remarks. You make fewer grammatical errors because you are cognizant of the fact. You are aware of the fact that you have to make a good speech. And so you push yourself into speaking better. So do not just listen to the other person and while speaking, just lose yourself. No, never lose yourself while speaking. You have to make sure that you are listening to every bit of what you are saying. Listen to yourself as well. Now that I'm speaking to you, I am listening to every word that I'm muttering. Why? So that my speech is on a track. It does not get derailed. This is something that, Sneha, you have to develop. And same applies to each one of the learned participants. Please listen to yourself when you speak. Listen to the other person, that of course has to be done. But also listen to yourself. Because when you don't listen to yourself, you are prone to making loose talk. You are prone to making bad talk. You are prone to using words and expressions that you would rather not use. That is why develop this habit of listening to yourself as well while speaking. Understood? All right. Now let's see
Yes,
what
sir.
compliments have come for the two of you. Okay. Pallavi writes, nice performance. Both of you. Right. Before that, Seema has written, thanks to all my co-learners, participants for your warm words. Indeed. That's very important. Encouragement from the fellow learners always helps. Okay, for the conversation that we just watched between Sneha and Sanjay, what are people saying. Pallavi writes, nice performance, both of you. Completely agreed. Good conversation, writes Nitesh. Yes. Shivam writes, you both did absolutely great. Understood and agreed. Seema says, nice effort. Indeed, nice effort. Lekha says, nice conversation. Agreed with Lekha as well. Isha writes, great conversation. And my team says, again, it's an excellent performance. Of course, you need courage to come out of your comfort zone. Both performances are wonderful. I must commend my team for using that expression, comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone. Speak. Speak incorrectly, but speak well. I hope you remember what I said earlier. Speaking incorrect English with confidence is better than, in fact, much better than speaking correct English with lack of confidence, which means confidently spoken incorrect English is better than correct English spoken without confidence. So have the confidence to go ahead and speak. I've said this before, and I say it again. It is your birthright to make mistakes. You make mistakes while speaking Bengali, Hindi, Punjabi, Malayalam, Tamil. So French, Spanish, whatever. So you have all rights to make mistakes in English as well. Okay? That doesn't make you a lesser person. If you make mistakes in English, it doesn't make you a lesser person. So with that said, let me draw the agenda for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are following the same system. We will be having Humatars showing us model conversations. Thereafter, we will have two conversations from participants chosen from yourselves. And then we will end the class with a piece of entertainment. And that piece of entertainment will come from, I won't tell you now. That is for tomorrow. Okay? Take care and good night. Take good care of yourselves. Okay? See you tomorrow.
night,
at
sir.
7:45.
Good night, sir.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, sir.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. And please do Coterie
Good
talk.
night, sir.
Please do Coterie talk.
Yes.
Do not forget. Do not miss out on
Yes,
Coterie
sir.
talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good night again.
Good night.
Bye, sir. Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, sir.